Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be choosing our September TBR. Ignore the blow up mattress in the back. My mom came to stay last weekend and I haven't put the bed up yet. I'm kind of liking it. It's very cozy in here. So I've kind of left it, but it's kind of made less space in here. So I'm kind of just sitting on the floor in front of it right now. Anyway, we're going to choose our September TBR. I have my TBR jar right here. I've got new prompts. I added the yellow prompts are part of my fall TBR, and a lot of them are prompts from, I'm in Sarah Crowley's Discord book club, Patreon book club, and these are the prompts for our autumn reading challenge. And I thought if I added them to my TBR jar, it might make me read more of those prompts. So that's the plan for that. For my August TBR, I actually finished 4 of the 7 books that I picked for August, and I don't think I'm going to pick 7 again. I actually might choose 5 this time around just because we're getting into the fall season. If I put too many books on my TBR, I'm just not going to want to read them. So I don't want to overwhelm myself. So yeah. I think we're going to do 5, but if we get to the 5th book and I'm feeling good, then we might add a 6th one. Who knows? I think 6 is just a good even number. So we'll see. 5 is the plan right now. So we're going to choose our first prompt. Okay, so we picked a yellow one, which is part of my fall TBR. And the prompt is pink on the cover. So I feel like I have a lot. It's hard. You can't really see all of my books on my cart. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping has pink on it, which I do want to get to that. That was on my August TBR and I just didn't get to it. Before We Were Strangers has pink letters. There's a little bit of pink on this one. Perfect Fit. It's kind of peachy though. I feel like for the fall vibes, I want to choose A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. And also, I did make for the Discord for these prompts, they do make a Google like spreadsheet of the prompts and like planning books for those. So I can, and I did fill out some of them so I could reference this if I need an idea for some of them. And I think I did put this book for the pink cover. I did. So this will be our choice for pink on the cover. We can pick our second prompt. Okay, this one is the BIPOC author, which is Black, Indigenous, or People of Color, or Person of Color author. And I do have a bit of those on my TBR, but let me see like what I put specifically. Oh, I actually don't own this one. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, 7 Days in June. I think is Kindle Unlimited, but I do have another one on here that I could pick. Okay, 7 Days in June is Kindle Unlimited, but I think for the purpose of getting books off of my physical TBR, I think I might pick this one, which is Between Friends and Lovers. I don't know how to say the last name, I'm sorry. But I think I want to choose this one just so I can get books off my physical TBR. And I've been wanting to read this one for a while anyway. And we can do our third prompt. I feel like this is 2 or something. Okay, this one, meaning to read all year, which I have a lot of those. Remarkably Bright Creatures is definitely one that I've been wanting to read all year. I've just seen so many people reading it recently, and it's also being turned into like a movie or a show, I think, on Hulu. I think I am going to pick this one because I just feel like it's the one that's the most that's been on here that I've been wanting to read all year, like from the beginning of the year. Everything else is a bit newer. So we're going to go with Remarkably Bright Creatures for that one. And now we can choose our fourth prompt. I feel like I haven't chosen many fall related books. Hopefully we can do that. Okay, this is published in B-Day month, which is September. So it could be, I don't know, I don't really want to look through all of these to see if they were published in September of like last year or previous years, but there are a lot that are coming out in September. So on my little spreadsheet, I put Wild Card, which there are a lot that come out in September, like Wild Card, If It Makes You Happy, Hot Wax. There's plenty of options. I just don't really want to pick any. I think I want to pick a new release that's coming out this September. But it's not on my TBR. So I think this will just be, I think I'll make this like an extra prompt and we'll do 2 more. So we will have 6 books on our thing. I'm going to do Wild Card for that one because some of the other books I know I could use for other prompts. So that one will just be like an extra pick. All right, now we can do our 5th. I picked Council Fave, so would be from the Discord, and they have a list of like their favorites that could correlate to the prompts for the fall. And what I chose from their favorites was The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, which is on my fall TBR. I actually have my entire fall TBR like on the opposite side, like behind the camera on a different shelf, just because I don't have room to fit them all on my TBR cart. And I feel like if I put them all on here, I will feel like I wouldn't have any other options and I probably wouldn't read any of them. I like to have them separated, and that way I can know like this is just my general TBR and then I have a specific TBR for fall, if that makes sense. So here she is. I've been wanting to read this one. I've seen so many good things about it. And I just think the cover also is really pretty. And yeah, hopefully we have a good time with that one. Technically that was our 5th prompt, but because I got published in B-Day month and I'm picking a new release for that one, I'm going to pick another prompt, so we'll have 6 books on the TBR. And I want to do another fall TBR. Okay, this one I don't have anything for, but I put it in here anyway. It's a graphic novel, manga, or short story. I don't have any book short stories on my TBR. I don't really read manga. I mean, I could ask my fiance because he does, but I've read some of his before, like Death Note, and it's just not my favorite thing. I do want to get into more graphic novels because I loved Heartstopper. So if you guys have any suggestions for someone who doesn't typically read graphic novels but loved Heartstopper and wants to get into more, please leave them in the comments below because I need some recommendations. So I'm going to put this one aside, but I'm going to choose a different one just because I don't have any ideas right now. Okay. A Dark Academia. That's a great fall read. Let's see what I put on here. Okay, I originally chose The Secret History. The Secret History would definitely work for this. I just don't see myself, I think that if I put it on my TBR, I like a strict TBR, I don't think I'll read it because I'll just be too scared of it. But I feel like I have a good combo of, I have 2 romances. One's a witchy romance. One's just a regular romance. Then I have the fiction. Then I have a gothic type fantasy. And then this would be a Dark Academia. I feel like I have a good mix of genres, so I don't think I would be too overwhelmed with this one. So I do want to get to this, so I think I will put it on my TBR. Because if I don't, it'll sit on my TBR cart for another year. I've already had this for almost 3 or 4 years, I would say, and I think I'll really enjoy it. But every time I try to start it, it's never been the right time. So maybe the time will be this month in September, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, I think. That's 5. And then 6 will be Wild Card because it's published. I think it comes out September 9th. And my birthday is September 12th. So that's our prompt for published in birthday month. But looking at it, I kind of want to do another one. Even though 7 didn't work out last time, I just know Elsie Silver, I'll fly through that one. That's like nothing. So I think I could add another book to this, honestly. And we're going to do it. I'm feeling ambitious. So let's get another fall prompt, maybe. The yellow ones are kind of easier to pick out because like it's a harder cardstock. Okay, this one is set in fall. Which, I mean, the one I was thinking for this prompt is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia, I think is her name. And that comes out on Tuesday, which is 2 days away. So, I don't think I have any other books on my fall TBR that are specifically set in fall. Actually, I do. It's not like a fall book, but it technically is fall, and it's this one. It takes place in November 1991. So I feel like this might be like a fun one to add, because I think I'll read the If It Makes You Happy book anyway. So this book doesn't revolve around fall like you would think that kind of prompt would lead you towards. So I think that's why I'm like, what do I do? But I know I'll read that book anyway, set in fall. And then this will add a different genre to the mix. I'll have a mystery, a witchy romance, a regular romance, a general fiction, Elsie Silver, still cowboy romance. I got a gothic fantasy, and then a dark academia. I feel like that's a good mix. It's a good TBR for September when you're getting into the fall months, right? That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. All right, so I'm not gonna pick any more books because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 physical books, and then 1 that's coming out. I feel like I'm being really ambitious. I want to pick another one. This is just so fun. I feel like I just get into like the whole pulling out a prompt and picking a book that corresponds to the prompt. That's just really fun. And I kind of want to do another one. And also just because I feel like I have a lot of romance. I feel like the romances on here are really going to like push me through the rest of the TBR. I feel like I'm feeling good about it, honestly. So I think I want to do another one. This will be the last one. No more after this, okay? I'm probably going to regret this, honestly. But who cares? If I don't finish all of them, then I don't finish all of them. Okay. This one is a standalone. I mean, that could be anything, honestly. So what do I have? I have a mystery, 1 fantasy, 2 fictions, but 1 dark academia, and then I have 3 romances. So I probably shouldn't pick another romance. I should probably pick another fall book that's just a standalone. I feel like a lot of the fall books I have are too much to add to what I already have with dark academia, fantasy, and the mystery. The Night Circus. I totally forgot about that book. Totally forgot about it. Is that a standalone? I didn't even have this on my TBR over here. I still had it over there. But I've been wanting to read this because it gives Carvel vibes. And people say, like, if you liked Carvel, then you should read this. I love Carvel. I actually think I liked Carvel more than Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I think is an unpopular opinion. But I just liked the vibes of it and the romance in it. and it was kind of dark. It's darker than the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, but I enjoyed that. So I think I'm going to do this one. I think I'm feeling good about that. Okay. So we're not going to pick any more. We've got 7 physical books and then 1 coming out, which I'll probably read on my Kindle anyway. So it's all good. So let's go through all of our prompts really quick. First prompt was pink on the cover, and I chose A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. Second prompt was be a Black, Indigenous, or person of color author, and I picked Between Friends and Lovers. Our third prompt was meaning to read all year, and I picked Remarkably Bright Creatures. I think the next one was the birthday. It's the birthday published in your birthday month, and for that one I'm going to read Wild Card by Elsie Silver, and that comes out September 9th. And then our next prompt is a council fave, and I chose, that was from my Discord, and I chose The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Our next prompt is a dark academia, and I chose A Secret History by Donna Tartt. I'm hoping next month it's not back on my TBR card. I don't want this to go back on my TBR card, seriously. And then the next prompt was, oh wait, what is this? Set in fall, and I chose Survive the Night by Riley Sager because it takes place in November of 1991. And then the last prompt was a standalone, and I chose The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. These are the books that I chose for my September TBR. I feel like I have a good mix of fall books and then just regular books. I think having a good mix is the perfect TBR, because if you put too many of one genre, you're just going to burn yourself out. So I think this is a good mix. I was definitely ambitious. I've got 8 books. I've got 7 books here, plus the one Elsie Silver book that comes out later this month, and I think I can do it this month, okay? Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, if you have any recommendations for any graphic novels for someone who doesn't read that many and wants to get into more, please leave your recs in the comments below. I would love to see them. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!